When it comes to therapy, right? As a Christian man, I'm going to give my opinion from a Christian perspective. I'm not against therapy. I do think it's important and necessary, actually, in most cases, necessary, point blank, period, to talk to people, to pour out your feelings, just air it out. Whatever it is that you have inside of you, hidden, things that you haven't said out loud, but you've just carried with you for many years. I do think it's important to talk about those things. But you see, with the goal of therapy, to talk about those things and then better understand where those things came from, better understand how they affected you, better understand the steps to take to overcome those things, and then become a more holistic, whole individual. It's very important. But from a Christian perspective, I'm not against that. Like clinical therapy, I'm not against that. But coming from my own Christian perspective, there's someone called the Holy Spirit. Someone, not something, someone. He's called the Holy Spirit. And as much as I'm not against you going to a therapist to, you know, get your stuff done, I would rather go to the Holy Spirit. The Bible calls him the helper, that he will teach you all things, right? And he will help you in all things. So I've had times where I was like really depressed, you know, had a lot of questions, confusions. I was just a certain type of individual. I didn't know why I was that way. I just was that way. You know what I'm saying? And I functioned on a dysfunctional level, with how I related to people, how I did my stuff, how I understood the world, coming from things that has been done to me in the past, things that I've faced with friends, family, parents, just in general, things that have been said to me that I've internalized, and all these things. That's why I do think it is really important to have intimacy with the Holy Spirit. It is important to pour out your heart to the Holy Spirit. It is important to have conversations with the Holy Spirit because I feel like he's the greatest therapist, and he knows you more than anybody. He formed you in your mother's womb. He made you and then he formed you in your mother's womb. So he definitely knows you more than anybody. He definitely understands you more than anybody. He definitely loves you more than anybody. He definitely has the best advice for you more than anybody. He knows what's best for you more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? You get me? So like I feel like he's the best option. He's the best place you can go to. And I've had situations where I had questions, I was confused, I was depressed, I was dysfunctional, I had a lot of things wrong with me, a lot of thinking patterns that were not right. And then as I kept going, having that strong bond and relationship with the Holy Spirit, a lot of things that are within you start to get unveiled. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you were a very prideful person, but you never knew because you were clueless. But as you keep going to this place of the secret place, those things that are in your heart starts to get unveiled, like pride, like envy, like jealousy, like the pain of unforgiveness you kept in your heart about somebody 12 years ago, like the things your mom said to you that hurt you when you were like a kid and you never forgot it and it stuck with you, and those things still hurt you, like the first boyfriend you dated that body shamed you and made you feel worthless, and those things stuck with you, like different things. Your heart is just clogged, your soul is just fragmented, trauma, all these things that you've been through. The Holy Spirit is the greatest healer and the greatest helper of all time, and he definitely supersedes any therapist on earth. You know what I'm saying? So like, best thing for a Christian person is that he has a relationship with the Holy Spirit. It's not just gonna help you in terms of like, you know, him telling you what to do and helping you make the best decisions. He's going to change you. He's going to transform you. He's gonna make you a more whole individual. You get what I'm saying? So on this therapy issue, I do get it, and in the societal aspect, clinical therapy is very recommended for trauma and for a lot of things, and just for most people in general, actually, because most people are clueless. They don't even understand what's going on with them. They're clueless, right? And it just helps you kind of get a clearer view on what's really happening and what you went through, and just makes the path a lot more clear to you. And of course, accountability. the things you did wrong and how you can improve and how you can get better. And people have seen real results from therapy, real results, and they've gotten better. They've become better people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against it, but the Holy Spirit, man, you need Him. You need Him. See that time when the boy you thought loved you and was gonna marry you and you know what I'm saying was head over heels for you, when he blocks you and treats you like a kitchen rag and you know what I'm saying wrecks your heart and breaks your heart into pieces, you know what I'm saying, and messes you up, you can go to the Holy Spirit and He'll begin to mend your heart. He'll begin to heal your heart. Take away the unforgiveness, take away the strife, take away the anger, take away everything, and give you a new heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need the Holy Spirit. Sometimes I wonder, how do they survive? How do they actually survive in this world full of pain and anguish and disappointment? How do you survive? When you're weak, where do you go? When you're tired, where do you go? When you're confused in life, where do you go? When you're just depressed, where do you go? When you feel like there's no hope, where do you go? You know what I'm saying? When you feel like you're worthless, where do you go? You know what I'm saying? I have my source, I have my altar. I know where I get my strength from. When I lack motivation, I know where I get my word from. I know where my faith is anchored. You get what I'm saying? So like it's important. It's important. I'm not against therapy, but if you're a Christian, you better know the Holy Spirit and trust me, it's the best thing for you, man.